back to the Style and Beauty Doctor on YouTube, and in today's video we have a special guest, another special guest, Eden Gilliam, esthetician in the skincare industry for 10 years, has a skincare studio called Eve Milan in Westchester, New York. You can buy her products at evemilannewyork.com, but we're going to be talking about your dry skin care routine. Things that you need to look for in your routine when you have dry skin. We're gonna talk through your daytime routine, your nighttime routine, and drop a couple of bombs and gems that you might not have heard before. So keep watching. Guys, I'm so happy to welcome Eden back to the channel. We have other videos together, so make sure you subscribe to this channel. You hit that notification bell so that you don't miss others. I'll link them here in the cards as well as in the description box. But make sure you check it out. Check out his sister's channel. And I'll have information for Eden and her skincare studio, Eve Milan, New York. All that information is going to be in the description box, so check it out. But we're going to be talking about dry skin. And one of the first things that I wanted to talk about with dry skin is, how do you even know if you really have dry skin? Because there's sometimes people get like these flaky patches and you're like, I have dry skin today. So how do you tell if you actually have dry skin?
So basically, if you have dry skin, then all over your face, it'll be generally like poreless. So you're not going to see much pore action. You're not going to see much oil at any time because your skin is just on the drier side, which is perfectly fine, but you just don't produce as much oil. So you don't really, if you look closely, your pores are either really, really tiny or you really don't see them at all. So that's how you can really tell if you have dry skin. You're going to see really like no pores.
So now to the nitty gritty of the video, I wanted to kind of talk through like a sample, and I want to emphasize sample because what we're about to talk about is like a guide for you to kind of help you at home. It doesn't take away from going for an actual consultation with a professional like Eden, who's an esthetician or a dermatologist. So keep that in mind.
Right.
But we're going to go through the steps of, certain things that you should look for in your routine if you have dry skin. And again, I just want to put this out here. Not everybody with dry skin is the same. So, if you have to tweak things accordingly to your routine, again, this is just a sample. So,
right.
Let's start out with like a daytime routine, like starting out with,
Okay, so you definitely want to start off your day with a great cleanser, a nice wake up for your skin, something that's gentle, that's going to just take off the evening if you sweat a lot or whatever the case is. You want to start off with a great cleanser. Next, if you want to go in with a toner, that's perfectly fine, but I'm definitely an advocate for a 3-step skincare routine. I believe that anything that you want to accomplish in your skin can be done with 3 core products if you're the type of person that likes to get straight to the point, as am I. 3 steps. So this is what we're going to do. You're going to cleanse in the morning. Great cleanser. Then you're going to follow up with a nice serum, moisturizer, a very nice moisturizing serum that has hyaluronic acid in it, some ceramides, niacinamide, which is a great vitamin for the skin that helps to refine the pores and brighten. And then one of your key products in the morning is going to be your sunscreen. We are definitely making so much progress in the sun care industry when it comes to creating something that's not harsh on the skin and doesn't have a lot of chemicals in it. So it's so easy to find these days. I recommend to my clients all the time, Black Girl Sunscreen. It's definitely a great product because it is very moisturizing on top of being protective. So if you like to eliminate a lot of things that you have to do in the morning, you can wash your face, add a little serum, and hit your Black Girl Sunscreen because it's going to moisturize and protect in that one step. But your sunscreen is a must. You can pop a toner in your bag to freshen up if need be, but your core 3 steps are going to be a cleanser that does not have sulfates in it because you don't want any harsh like surfactants on the face that's going to strip your skin of everything. We're trying to focus on maintaining moisture, so a hydrating cleanser is definitely where you want to be. Then once again, a nice serum that's going to give you your vitamins, your antioxidants, your hyaluronic acid to help maintain that moisture. And then you want to lock it in with your sunscreen on top. So one thing I want to add is that even though we're focusing on like a nice, concise routine, that doesn't just mean that it should be centered just on your face. So when we say use these products, I mean use them on your neck, do the serum and sunscreen on your chest. You need to hit the back of your hands, get into these earlobes, because over time you'll see how you focus all of this great attention here, and then you start getting like crepiness in the chest, and then the boobs, and then the ear. Like, we just need to get everything, okay? Get the back of the neck, the shoulders. You know, we need to make sure that we're paying attention to everything when we're doing these steps.
What do you think of people skipping the cleansing part of their routine in the morning?
So my thing is, to be fairly honest and transparent, I always tell people get in where you fit in, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So if you're not sweating a lot and you're not breaking out a lot, you're washing your pillowcases, so you're not harboring bacteria, you're cleaning your makeup brushes often, so you feel like you really don't need that deep wash in the morning. Okay, then it's I'm closing my eyes, then no big deal. But definitely at night, I'm closing my eyes. You're not judging, okay? No, we're not judging. We're not judging. But definitely my motto is that you should never miss your nighttime routine, because your skin is more permeable, your skin is more open to like receive things. At night when the sun goes down, your body is going into healing mode, so it's about to restore and reset things. That is the time that you really don't want to miss any of your steps. So if you have to miss your cleansing in the morning,
But you still have to put your sunscreen on, so that's always a non-negotiable there.
It's a non-negotiable for sure.
Yeah. And you had the perfect segue into the nighttime being a very important part of your skincare routine and having a good nighttime routine. I've said this myself on my blog for years. So what are some things that people with dry skin should have in their routine, some things that they should look out for? What does that look like for a drier skin type?
Definitely your serums. Your serums are definitely going to be your money step, and your exfoliant, and I'm going to tell you why. The reason why exfoliation is so important, and people would think that it's not if your skin is dry, is because if you have like all these dead layers of skin and you slap a moisturizer on top, it's not getting to where it needs to go. So what an exfoliant is going to do, and I'm an advocate for like a chemical or an enzyme as your exfoliant. It doesn't have to be harsh, but it has the ability, like if this is your skin, to penetrate into the skin, down into it, and get those dead layers off. So once you have removed like any dead layers of skin, you have your new skin. When you put the moisturizer on, it can soak in really nice. But if there's layers of dead skin on there, people are like, well, this moisturizer doesn't work, or this is not working, or that. It's because you're not properly exfoliating. So your products have to work so hard to fight through stuff that you're not really getting the benefits that you need. You're not getting straight to the point. So definitely your exfoliant and your serums are going to be your keys in your routine. Okay. So for a nighttime routine, if you definitely need to cleanse your face because you want to wash the day off. So that's like a good tip. So you want to wash the day off. You can go back in with a toner that's brightening if you are trying to address discoloration. But focusing on dry skin, you could do a nice hydrating rose water toner or a coconut water toner. I have those on my site. Missed it. Your exfoliant, you want to go in and do all of these areas, neck, chest included. Hey, if you're feeling fancy, elbows and knees too. I love a good peel pad. So that's going to help that all the products that you use after that are going to work more efficiently because they don't have to work so hard because the pad did the work for you. So after that, you're going to go in with your hyaluronic acid serum, something that has squalene in it, something that has ceramides in it, your niacinamide, your zinc, your vitamins, your antioxidants. So they are going to soak right in. You're not going to rinse these things off. If you feel the need to, you can definitely put on a nice, richer moisturizer. You can go in like with your nice eye creams. Make sure that you're moisturizing your lips, hitting your neck and your chest. So these are things that you definitely want to do at night and just pamper yourself. You're running all day. We got to get up. We got to take the kids to school. This person needs this. I got to get in the car, train, this, be here by this time. You've taken care of all of those things. Now is the time to focus on you and just give yourself that extra attention in the evening. And over the years, it will definitely pay off.
So this is some amazing information. And Eden mentioned some products from her line, Eve Milan, which you can get at her website, evemilannewyork.com. That information is going to be in the description box, so make sure you check it out. But before we go, I wanted to talk about briefly, she gave amazing information on what to do with your skincare routine. I wanted to see if you can give us a couple of tips, because there's things that aren't directly related to our skincare routine. Things like air conditioning, heater, certain fabrics, like certain other external things to keep in mind about when you have dry skin, especially.
So first, in the wintertime, if you live somewhere where you have like radiators or the heat could be really harsh, one thing that's amazing is just putting like little containers of water by those heat sources, just so you have more moisture in the air. It's actually really good even for your breathing. If you want to put a few drops of eucalyptus in there, get in where you fit in. That's an amazing tip, just to add more moisture into the air. Yes, hot showers actually could be awful if you have really dry skin, because the hot water just like takes all the moisture out of your skin. So you want to go for like more warm water than hot, because it makes your skin itchy. So then people are like, oh, I'm itching, my skin is so dry. And I know that this is not, it's culturally very controversial. And people are like, what you mean you don't wash your legs? And what you talking about, And I think it's hilarious. I think that is so funny.
Right.
But let me tell you what I think, though. All right. So number one, there is some truth to that. If you have dry skin and all over, there is some truth to avoiding washing non-essential areas. But let me clean this up on a cultural standpoint.
Okay.
One thing that I say is you need to use a skincare product on all of your skin. So that includes your body wash. So if you have an issue with like acne or eczema or body acne, and you're washing with like some well-known generic brand that just smells good, you're doing yourself wrong. You need to use an actual product in that area. So if you do have dry skin and culturally it just doesn't sit well with you not washing your legs or your arms, which we totally understand, then you need to use a nice hydrating skin cleanser like for the face on those other areas, so your skin is not drying out. Because generally the body washes do have sulfates in them, which are stripping to the skin. They are a little bit stronger, and because it's like for the body, I feel like ingredient wise it's not as much care put into it. The emphasis is more on color, does it foam, and does it smell good. So if you do have dry skin, you don't want to avoid those areas of washing, but you do want to make sure you're putting a really good product to wash that area, so your legs and your arms, so they're not itchy, because now you've stripped it of so much moisture. So yeah, I do definitely agree with that. One area that you do want to have a little moisture or water on your skin is when you are using right before you use your moisturizer. If it really bugs you out, then like pat a little bit off, but your skin should be a little damp. One area that I do like to avoid water though, and this is one of my key tips, is when you're washing your face. I don't think that you should have like a lot of water because you're like diluting the cleanser a lot and you're not really getting the contact time on the skin for the ingredients. So when I go in to wash my face, and one thing that I tell my clients is wash your hands first, maybe pat a smidge, just like that much water, like that. That's it. Then go in and then just go in and work that cleanser in like for a good 20 seconds before you add any water into the mix. Then add like a little bit of water and then work it in and then rinse after. But then on the end of your routine, you're already wet. You have a little water on the skin. You can, pat a little bit, but then you want to go in with like your butters, or you definitely want to do like a lotion base that has more water first, and then you can do your butter on top. Because a lot of times with us, our skin needs water and oil. And when we go for a lotion, it's more water based. So our skin just, and then 2 hours later we're ashy. So in terms of layering, you can layer your nice lotion first, and then you could put your nice butter on top, and that should lock everything in.
Okay, this was amazing. I hope you guys were at home taking notes, and if you were sitting here like, oh my god, like I need to get to Eden's skincare studio, Eve Milan, New York.
We can do virtual consultations. Like,
look at that. So
it's a new day.
It's a new day. It's a new era. We have rebirthed. We have been reborn. Make sure you check out the description box, because I'll have links where you can follow her on Instagram, where you can find out more about her business, Eve Milan, New York, and also some other videos that we've done together, because this is not the only video with Eden and I on this channel, so make sure you check it out. All right, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know if you learned anything new about dry skin from this video. As I mentioned before, all the information on where you can follow Eden will be in the description box, where you can set up a virtual consultation with her, follow her on Instagram, where you can, set up an appointment for you to get an actual skincare service with Eden, where you can buy her products, which is at evemilannewyork.com. I'll have that all linked in the description box for you to check out. Also in the description box, while you're there, looking at Eden's information and clicking and following and buying and stuff, scroll down a little bit more and you'll find information where you can follow me on social, subscribe to my blog, and so on and so forth. Eden and I did a number of videos together, so make sure you're subscribed to this channel and you have your notifications turned on so you don't miss them. And I will see you fine folks in my next video. Bye, guys.